Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Stardew Valley 1.4 here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Well, in the previous episode I ditched the usual rusty weapon that I tend to receive from Marlon when I enter the mines, and instead I somehow came across having the carving knife, which is just awful. But then again, I tend to swap out the weapons as they come and go as I walk through the dungeons, so potentially I'm gonna come across something different. Now, from the previous episode, we have still the option to kill the 3 rock crabs, which would be actually really beneficial for us for the 225 gold reward that I can potentially get my hands on. I do need to come up with some sort of a decent plan on how to finally reach 2000 gold so I can upgrade my backpack and start having at least 24 slots available to me so that I can carry around more inventory. This way I will be able to carry around more stuff, such as if I decide to go fishing, I will be able to carry around more fish, or just carry more items to the collection bin or whatever I will be working on. So, I have more seeds, so I should definitely plant those. This will help me increase my foraging skill. We have 1 daffodil, 1 dandelion left. Then I potentially take a look into the box here to see if I don't have horseradish and a leek here. So I do have a leek, but I am missing horseradish. Actually, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and just make another bunch of seeds. So that's 20. Man, I would really love it if it would finally start to rain so I don't have to spend the first part of the day watering crops here and we can do something more fun. But then again, this will be an ongoing thing all the way until I will be able to start getting some quality sprinklers, and for that I need to get to level 81 and below because we require gold bars in order to actually make the quality sprinklers happen. The iron and the refined quartz is not that much of an issue. That is unless you will be utilizing the iron for something like the crab pots. But since I'm going actually with the talent to increase the fish value instead of dealing with the crab pots, I'm gonna probably preserve the iron for some other production. Let's see what's in the mail. Okay, so this is what I talked about in the previous episode. Vincent now likes snails, but since I will most likely not be able to have crab pots by the time his birthday rolls in, I might keep the cookies and give it to him as a birthday gift. He does like those, I believe. So that is something I can at least work with. Okay, the plan regarding the coop. I was thinking about it, and in previous episode I was rambling like a total idiot, so the plan I came out with is following. I will try to work towards... Yes, you're a cute little dog. I will try to work towards the strawberry. So that's on the Egg Hunt Festival day. So that's something that I need to keep in mind, and once I will obtain these strawberries, I will start concentrating towards the coop, because I'm gonna get some other crops by the end of the season. But if I will have the coop and 4 chickens inside of it, that can tremendously help me money-wise, because of course I don't have to be selling these small eggs right from the get-go. But it's just something that I can totally work with. So let's see. We are keeping only the essentials, almost 0 energy left, which is just awesome. which is of course sarcasm, but I unfortunately do not possess any maple seed. So maybe if I would take a look around the farm, I would be able to come across at least like 2 of those. It'd be really awesome, just due to the fact that by doing so, I will be able to make the field snack. Unfortunately, yeah, there are maples here, but okay, so that's one. Is there one more? Somewhere, something? No, I think this is a pine cone. So we're gonna be only able to make one. So today is Tuesday, which means the girls are actually gonna be at Pierre's getting sweaty and stuff. So, okay, never mind. I do want to keep the cookies just because I do not remember right now from the top of my head on what day is Vincent's birthday, and of course I did drop off this. So I want to keep that in mind just in case it's today. It's easier for me to come across Vincent if he goes into the museum, so I can potentially drop off that and also the trilobite. Okay, we are coming across some forageables. That's awesome. Especially because the dandelion can be eaten, and since this one is a silver star, I'm gonna get 35 energy out of this. We are at 1,500 something gold, so I need to work on that. And today is the day when we finally start to unlock the community center, so yippee-ki-yay! I'm gonna have so much work to do. And I think I would rather go this time with the Junimos, just because of the fact that later on in the game, there's an event. Either if you go with Joja Mart, you transfer the old community center into cinema, or if you go with Junimos, the community center remains. However, the Joja Mart gets completely abandoned, and Shane doesn't have work, and I still cannot employ him at my farm, but you can turn that building into the cinema. However, there is one more Junimo which will give you this super hard to do bundle. So it has like dinosaur mayonnaise and stuff like that, and dinosaur eggs are now less hard to come by if we come across the Pepper Rexes in the Skull Cavern, potentially. Or if we will find one somewhere in like the treasure chest, if we will be fishing or God knows what, then I can put it into the incubator and have that dinosaur make me more eggs, and those can be then turned into the mayo or more dinosaurs. I'm gonna see. But having 4 chickens, not a bad idea. I was thinking that since the auto grabber can now be utilized also for the coops, this might be potentially some room to experiment, because I'm not sure if I want to go crazy on the rabbit or dog population. The chickens produce you eggs every day, and since you can actually get your hands on large eggs fairly early with chickens just by interacting with them and keeping them fed, well, this might not be then so hard to achieve. But before I actually build a coop, I think I will have to first build a silo just to make sure I have at least some food stocked up for them. I do know that it's spring and then it's gonna be summer and then fall, and it's gonna take me forever to clear out the area where I want to build the coops and barns. But if they consume all the tall grass outside of the coop really fast, then they will want to consume the hay, and inside of the cube during the night or whatever. So I do need to build that silo as a priority first of all. And I need to find a good place for it, because so far I've been looking over at the potential plans and I still don't know where in the world should I place one. So this means that tomorrow I'm gonna get the letter from the wizard who will talk to me about being able to translate the board which we will find in one of these rooms. Of course, I'm gonna keep the whole footage here of the event, even though I covered this in 1.3, which is why during 1.3 I wasn't talking. But we are doing this like second time now, so hopefully I will get further this time than till the end of the summer season. At least I really do hope so. It would make me really mad if I would have to replay this because something has happened. Although I did see that some patches of data have been released, at least for Steam platform for Stardew Valley. So maybe little bug fixes or something has been released for the game. Of course, by the time this footage has been uploaded, more of these patches might have been released based on the community response to the 1.4 update. Who knows? We will see. So let's go interact with the board so that we can ensure that the wizard will send us the note. Unfortunately, we cannot translate this gibberish as of yet, although it does look pretty interesting. This looks a bit like Krobus, this looks maybe like a cat, this is fish to me at least. I don't know, some of these symbols keep repeating. Can this be considered a bat or something with horns? Who knows? This looks like a person. This can potentially be a person too, you know, wearing a skirt. Who knows? Actually, I used to have a colleague who did walk around the town taking pictures of all sorts of torn off posters, and usually the remaining paper tend to look like something. And she was making like her own gallery out of these photos, and we all saw different things. I usually saw just torn off poster because, I mean, my artistic skill is non-existent, but it's just me. But it's kind of fun. Okay, so it's tomorrow when Vincent has his birthday. Should we purchase potentially more seeds, or should we just save up for this? We need to check in how many days is the 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I were to plant the parsnips today, I might be able to get them till the 12th or maybe 13th. Yeah, it's gonna be toughy. I might hold out on purchasing more seeds for now, just in case. Ooh, another set of cookies. That's so cool. And a field snack. And today is not even a lucky date. God damn it. I just talked about this. In the patch notes, it says that now basically your luck on what you can find in the trash cans and other places where you are foraging or whatever is affected by the luck of said day. So I mean, today we had not very lucky day, yet I came across field snack and another set of cookies, so that is just awesome. Now, I do need to, however, go and at least grab a fish or two, or just about something, because I need to drop off at least one item into the collection box. If I would not do that, basically the summary which you get at the end of the day would not manifest itself, and I would go directly from Tuesday the 9th into the Wednesday the 10th. And I really don't want to do that, so let's see if we'll catch any fish. And I don't know why in the world am I catching fish here. This is like really bad spot even for a high-end level. Maybe at least seaweed or something. Let's see. Okay, so that's anchovy. Let's see what else. I came across some fun and interesting fishing spots, so I might try to cover those here on the channel too. It's just not really a good idea to do it when I have a bamboo pole and 12 slots of inventory available. And I really wish that since we have the backpack upgrade, it would be possible to see the backpack being carried by your character. I do know that basically it would throw off the whole look of your character, especially if it's not like color matching, because the first backpack is red, the second one is blue or purplish. So I mean, I get that, but I mean, now in 1.4 update, if you are friend with Emily and you have access to the sewing machine, why not have the opportunity to change the color also for the backpack? That would be a decent idea, I think. Okay, let's see, what do we get? Okay. So let's do the following thing. I'm gonna keep the trash for now here, just due to the fact that I do not have the recycling machine as of yet at my farm. When it comes to the daffodils and dandelions, not really in a hurry to interact with those. I already gave one gift to Haley this week, so I need to make sure I will hold out until her birthday. So that is the end of the second week, so that I can at least increase my friendship with her even more. And I'm gonna see how else will I interact with the other townsfolk. So we're still missing interaction with few people, so I need to fix that. So what is my plan for the rest of the day? I'm gonna eat the field snack, I'm gonna check the rest of the beach for any forageables. I'm gonna go into the mines and try to kill those 3 crabs. Hopefully they will spawn, since it's not the luckiest of days. I might be fortunate enough to come across those and therefore collect the reward for the quest. So let's see. Also, fun thing, been experimenting with the triple shot espresso, and guys, it's the bomb. It lasts for like, I don't know how many, I think it lasts like 3 times as long as the usual coffee does, and I can tell you right now, it's awesome. Iron bar. I do not have an iron bar, which stinks because that money would be helpful, but I did not come across any iron as of yet, unfortunately. So what can we do here? I can keep potentially one of the cookies as an energy resource for the mines. and the second one will be capped for tomorrow when I will give it to Vincent. I'm gonna sell all the fish and 1 coral. We're gonna drop off the axe, 74 wood, and 179 stone. So stone we are pretty damn okay, but wood is gonna be an issue. Now, throughout my goal to get the strawberries and after that get my hands on the coop, I'm gonna be trying to pick up as much potential wood as I can. I can be clearing out the farm, of course, that is perfectly fine, but what I need to keep in mind is the fact that obviously it's gonna take me some energy to achieve that, and if I do not come across like a nice harvest of spring onions, which I can still check because I still have time. Obviously I'm going into the mines on an unlucky day. The goal right now is more to try and kill the crabs, but those are really hard to come by, especially when you want them to manifest. So I'm gonna see how this will turn out. Maybe today we will come across at least 1 or 2 spring onions, because on the last day we did not come across a single forageable item here in the lower forest. What I've also tried to do here while I was testing out the 1.4 was that I was able to plant maples and additional oaks into these patches where the spring onions tend to manifest themselves. By doing so, I was able to then put the tappers onto these trees, and therefore I had a steady supply of maple syrup and the oak resin for the production of the caggers or the bee houses, which came really useful to me because I tend to get a ton of cranberries or blueberries, or I can potentially utilize the melons or just other fruits and vegetables to turn them into the artisanal items. And if you start to utilize these things in the start of the game and turn them into something more useful, you get your money back. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Maybe there's gonna be something forageable in this part of the map too, or maybe by the Linus's tent or Robin's cabin, who knows. I usually tend to come across something usable here. Now, fun thing is that actually if you were to come here and you would have better fishing rod, if you would be casting towards this island and this specific line right behind this fence, here is a really nice fishing spot. I usually tend to get a bite like immediately when I cast fish. The unfortunate thing is that I only keep getting like the basic quality fish. So I never came across something like silver star or gold star fish. It was always the damn base quality fish. So that's something that I will need to keep an eye out for. Obviously I'm here looking for the crabs, so I'm not really sure I will have any luck here, and especially with this horrible weapon. I wonder if the clicking with my mouse will be hurt, or if I'll get carpal tunnel sooner because I'm just clicking this damn fast, or if these slimes will kill me just because I do not know how to freaking kill these things. Let's pick up... My god, what the heck is wrong with me? Okay, earth crystal, that's nice, that's nice. Really? No crab. Seriously. Okay, here we go. We need 2 more. Potentially this guy can drop the crab or bomb if you kill him. Okay, we came across cherry bomb and the crab. So that's awesome because we can utilize the cherry bomb, let's say here. Maybe it's gonna find us the ladder or not. Why would it try to cooperate with me, right? Okay, let's see. It's really late, so I might not hang around too much longer. Because unfortunately, I do not have the minecarts fixed as of yet. So I cannot utilize that in order to like instant travel to the bus stop and get there much later. Because it's basically a shortcut. Yeah, no. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fulfill this quest. Which is a shame. It was a nice attempt. It was a pretty decent quest. Ventures Guild, I'm not sure if these guys are not closed now, but it's gonna be 1 AM, so let's not try and find that out. I'm gonna probably rush home. I might keep this earth crystal because I have only one left at the collection box. So I'm gonna not try to sell it now. Obviously I've sold some fish and some other stuff today, so I might be lucky and finally get my hands on the 2,000 gold, which I would totally love to get. I have the cookies, which I can give to Vincent. I'm just gonna have to make sure I will find him. And yeah, well, tomorrow or on the next episode, I will have lots of watering, obviously, because the game is refusing to give me a freaking rainy day. Because why would it, right? So let's melt one copper bar. I'm gonna wish you all the best from Stardew Valley, and hopefully I will see you on the next episode. Till then, I wish you all the best, see you soon, and hopefully you won't catch fire, because, you know, he's so damn close to the fireplace. And yeah, before I said that, well, I'm gonna wish you all the best and see you soon. Maybe subscribe, leave a like, check out the channel from the link in the description. Bye bye.